How are you all doing, Ralphy here, Ralphy Customs? Time to spend a bit more time on our Andy's Triumph. Righto, it's a long time coming. Fuck you know. Those that follow regularly will know it's been a while since I've been on this, and we've been waiting for this back Mudguard and me to have time, to be fair. But this is our Andy's Triumph 900, like mine, but a newer version. Only a few years newer, but they came with nice, much nicer wheels and better brakes. Although my brakes are fucking spot on, you know what I mean. What we're going to do today is mount this back Mudguard. We're going to use double bolt brackets, under here and on top of there, and we're going to fabricate some stainless steel stays that go on the back. Right, first off we're going to mock it up, and look what we brought in, because you know it's based on that, so it's like that but different. So we put that in so we can get a scope on where the guard fits and the shape of the stays, and quite how I did that, like, because that's what we're emulating on this build. And what I've done, I've pushed the wheel as far forward as it'll go, and then put a straight edge along the edges to mark each side, and then found the centre, and that will be the centre of the bracket that bolts the Mudguard on. So we'll find the centre of the Mudguard and we'll mark here and here, and then we can get the brackets on the Mudguard before we bring it to the frame, and they can be tacked on. Now this Mudguard is not quite as perfect as the one on mine shape wise, and you've got a lot of glare. I'll clean my lens in a minute, but I think when the wheels pull back it's going to sit fucking just peachy. So we'll find the centre of the Mudguard, then we'll look at the brackets for the frame. Right, well those lines marked where the rails are and the centre of the Mudguard marked, we've got these brackets that I make. These are double chats, there's single chats that are half of that, and then there's post chats which I'm going to be making shortly. So these are just general purpose brackets, and we can mark the position of those, and then we can get those holes drilled out. Now we're going to use 8mm bolts, but I'll probably put 9mm or 9.5mm bolts in there. Sorry, holes in there, fuck me. So we've got a bit of slop, so we've got a bit of movement. And then what we do is we put big repair washers on the inside where the holes are that have got an 8mm hole in, and weld them to the Mudguard. Same as the nuts, we weld nuts to the Mudguard. So we need a bit of slop just for fitting, but we'll weld it up so it can't move very far afterwards. I'll get the holes drilled and those bolted on, and then we'll go back over to the bike and see if we can't sit it in the middle and get those brackets tacked on. So with them brackets bolted up, we can line them up. We marked the middle of the bracket, didn't we? So we'll line that up with the middle of the frame rail. We'll get the bottom one tacked on, and then we'll look at spacing the Mudguard off the wheel and getting that one on with the Mudguard straight, with the Mudguard straight, and then it's onto the stays. Right, so much fucking later than expected, we have those on. Now I've had to fuck about and jiggle about and slot some holes and move them a bit tweaky, off centre-y, not quite right, but the Mudguard, you can see the gap down the edge of the tyre in the Mudguard. The Mudguard sits happy as fucking Larry. I'll take that. Any further adjustment can be made by slotting the holes on the brackets, because we're about to, I'll get the wheel out and then I'll show you inside with the repair washers and nuts, and we'll get those welded on, and that kind of fixes it in place, because there's not much wiggle room on the bracket. So I'll get that done, and then we'll get over to the lathe, yay, and start making the fucking ends for these middle bits. Right, well that's sitting pretty. We're over to the lathe. We've got two points of interest on the whiteboard. We've got the bottom bit is stainless steel and that welds to the stays, to the side stays, countersunk for M8, clearance for M8. I'll put 8.25 there, but we'll go 8.5. 20mm long, 17mm in diameter. We've got the top bits, they're steel, they weld to the frame and the mudguard to join the dots, and 16mm in diameter, might make them 17, and we've got M8 thread, so happy days. So we've chucked up this bit of stainless. I've got nothing in 17mm. This is 19.95 or something, 20mm just under. So what we're going to do is machine the bastard down to 17mm. Now I could take 3mm off in one go, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do 1.5 mil each time. So 30 thou depth of cut. So we go 18.5, which is there, and send it. Yeah, that's a nice finish. That's the finish we'll end up with on the machine part. So I'll take that down and you can join me once we're near the finished side. Oh, here we go. Onto the final cut. We'll just take it up to that shoulder. We need 4 of these, so we're not too worried about machining too much off the stock just yet. There we go, that'll do that. I'll just come to the end and face this end off. It has got a little bit of a drill mark in it, so we don't want that influencing the centre drill too much, although it does seem pretty fucking central. And we'll just break that edge. Now we're going to come in with a centre drill. Da -da -da. Just to get things started. Little dab of lube. Because that's what separates us from the animals. Hey boys, check out the merchandise in the description below. Right, we'll get that started. Now we'll take it out to 8.5. Each one of these is 20mm long. So we only need to go 23mm, and that'll be the part and the width of the parting off blade. We could go deeper, but drills tend to wander as you get deeper, and I don't want to lose centre, if that makes sense. So we'll go 34 in a bit. That'll do for that. Right. Now we'll part it off. So we touch on the end there, look, like so, and then we move along 23mm. Too far, Ralph. I'll go 23.5, and that leaves off. Come on, fuck off. 500 microns to take off. 0.5 mil, which is there. Right, I've just locked my saddle. Yeehaw! And fucking send it. Get some lube on it. Ready? Here we go. You ready? And I'll do all 4 of these and then dress the end up and countersink them as a second procedure. To save tooling changes, because that's where it's at. There you go. Ready to take a centre drill, remachine and repeat. Righto. So with them turned it round, we'll just face up. We did them 0.5 mil long, didn't we, if you remember? So we'll just give it a quick shuffle pass. 4, 5. There we go. And now we can come in, I'll just slow things down. So there, I reckon. We can come in with a countersinking tool. And this needs to be 8mm deep, so I'll just turn that off and feed it in until it touches, and then carry on cranking the handle until I see a recognisable number on the scale that you can't see, which is there, 5. So we want to see another 8, 5, 8, and we'll be there. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. Right, here we go then. Nice and steady. Right, there's 2. There's 4. There's 6. and there's 8. So that meowed will give us that hole. We can break the edge on. Quick blow off, my airline will reach. And there you go. Righto, so with those 4 ends made, that'll go on the struts like so. Because that, you wouldn't want to drop on the wrong end of that fucker, would you? Sissy bar, that's what that is. Defo, off-cut from the sissy bar. Anyway, with the 4 stainless bits made, we shall progress onto the steel threaded parts.
Don't forget, folks, our Fuckstock stickers are now available in our Etsy store, link in the description below. Fuckstock, you know it makes sense.
Right, look, we've got a new tripod. Hey, we've still got a jerky fucking camera, I think. Let me know. It's evening, just coming up to tea time in English. And I'm waiting for someone to come and pick something up, so I'm here after hours. I'm going to get on and make these second parts of these sissy bar mounts, yeah? Not sissy bar, Mudguard stay mounts. So it's the next minute for you, but it's the next day for me, which is why I'm waffling shit. Well, not the only reason, but you know. Right, straight down to 17 mil. Hold on, let me speed it up. I've literally just turned the machine on, so which is, come on, should be there, bear with, I mean there. Right, see what this does. We're just having a clean up on this really. It's 18 mil steel stock, so I'm taking it down to 17. Oh yeah, well, I love that. The finish ain't the fucking best, Ralfy, but I reckon it'll be alright. Right, so being as how we're on overtime, let's get on then. So, oh, there you go, look, send that again. 17, and we know these want to be 20 mil long with an M8 thread up, so I might change the tooling for the next one. I will admit to ripping that stainless down in one cut after I'd filmed the segment you've just seen. That might have slightly dulled my tip, but I doubt it. They're fucking tough as fuck, aren't they? Tougher than a butcher's dog, these tips. Face that off. Right, so break that edge and get ready to drill it out. As always, go in with the centre drill, a double loop, just a double do, and this is really nice mild steel. It cuts lovely. So in with the pilot, in with the 6.8, which is the tap-in size for M8. Nice and steady. Quick countersink. Right, so now we slowed everything down, and we'll offer up the tap, and there we go. It's took it straight off us, look. So we'll run that in. Plenty enough. We only want 20 mil at a time, don't we? Till it does that. Reverse it out. Nice and steady. Go on. See? Tricky little fucker. And give it a quick blow off to misses. So there we go. It's ready for parting off. Righto. So we touch on that end like that. And we'll go along 23 mil. 23.5, Ralfy. That leaves 0.5 to face off, just like you did the other ones. Come on, keep your shit together, son. Nearly there. So tighten up the Off camera, I've just locked off the saddle. Yeehaw! So we'll fucking send it. You man, you beauty. Bob's your answer. 1 down, 3 to go. Ta-da! And there you go. As if by magic, there's 4 of those with M8 thread ready to take the corresponding stainless steel part that we made. So we can crack on. Righto, so with those bolted together, look, with this bit of thready rod, if it'll focus. It's a stainless one that goes to the stay, and that welds to the frame. We've used our angle finder to zero off on the disc. Look, I need a pointer, I need a bob. So we can check that this long bit of rod that I'm using is at 90 degrees, then we know it's not fucking up and down. And I've dropped a big square in, look, so I can get a datum off the back of the fucking pillbox, like, and then we can eyeball that it's not sticking out and try and get it about level with the outside like that, and then get one on, get a tack on light, check that it's 90 degrees, check that it's not lefty righty, which I think we'll just eyeball, and then do the same with the other side. Like fucking so, look, there's one flying solo, and here's one that we've just tacked on. So we did the edge against the back thing, look, so it don't really hang over the back, and we put the angle finder on to make it 90 to the disc, and we eyeballed it back left and righty on the lefty righty. So yeah, so that's those 2 on. Right, with them on, we've changed tack slightly when it comes to the top ones. I'd made them with the intention of running them out at 90 degrees, you know, parallel to the ground light. I've changed my mind and I've remachined them into these, look. What I'm going to do is find the corner here and set them into the mudguard like that. I've been looking at a few different ways that these are done, and them on top are appealing to me. I like the look of that. It's proper old school. So I can drill a 14mm hole in the mudguard and then set that into it, weld it in. So what we need to do is mark it and take the mudguard out. Before I take the mudguard out, I'm going to weld the nuts and washers that you probably can't, oh you can, that you can see in there in place. So we'll have the back wheel out, weld these nuts and washers in, and then we know the mudguard will go excuse me, back in the same place. I'm fucking freezing. It's cold in here now. Winter's coming. We're gonna have to start utilising the fucking the big tent, ain't we? Get the heater on, Ralph. Okay, so they're welded. Look, nuts and washers welded in place. I've measured 25mm up and 25mm in both sides. And we're going to drill it out to 14mm with a step drill. I reckon that'll eat it. It's the newest one I've got, so it's brand new. So 14mm, and then they should sit there nicely. Like, bad filming, sorry. I'll get on that. I'll try the new fucking tripod. Look, try that out. Righto, let's run a pilot in and try and keep on those marks. I did centre punch it. About as sharp as my dick. Righto, so I've just had to change the battery, and we've already made the start light, but it just looked like this. Next one. There we go. So that should now go in there like that. So I weld that. If I could tick that, that'd be fucking cool as fuck. I'm not sure if this is coated in something. We've got a bit of a flash up on the inside with the washers, but they're coated. The washers are fucking galvanised, so don't breathe that shit in, kids. That'd be cool. If not, I'll just make it like, but I'll have a go with the TIG. I'll get the other one drilled out, and then get the TIG set up, and we'll have a look at TIG weld. I know, I've just done one, it works. I don't know why it ain't gone rusty, but it's fucking not coated, bro. So, let's see if we can get a dab or two on here, like. Right, with them welded in, we've mocked up, we've let it down so the wheel's on the bench and put a bit of wood under it, under the mudguard. Sorry for the jerky camera. And taped it in place so we can keep it where we need it. Now we can bolt the stainless ends on and look at joining them up. Some rails line. So first order of operations is to use our patented Ralfy Customs TM radius former. So got the old fucking colour gas bottle tacked down, look, on these fucking brackets, and there's a receiver here, and we bend the solid, pull the solid over there, so we'll use that to get a bit of a curve in them, and then look at kinking the end over if we need to. Righto, so we insert until it's flush with the ends that you can't really see, and then we fucking give it a wang and see what happens. I'm just guessing that might be a bit too much, but we'll see. So look, we're set up, we've got a TIG over and a fab table, the Vivo welding table. Check out the review in my playlist. And that curve's nice, it's fucking alright. They're gonna sit, wait, come on, kinda like that. Yeah? But they need trimming up. Excuse me. So I'm going to double check the alignment, and it's a bastard. It really is a fucking bastard to get them equal and even, and you just have to tie them up. So that's what we've done. But I'll have to trim this to size and make the joins nice for the Tiggy Winkle. Mrs. Tiggy Winkle's a fussy lady, so I will be mostly working on that, and I'll mirror it with this one, with the right arm one. Look, they've got top written on them, and right and left. So we've got two about the fucking same, look. So we know we're about right, and if we end up trimming a section off drastically, oh fuck, that's an inch too long, we'll see if that's going to work on the other side first, to make sure that we're not a mile out with what we're doing. But basically now, I don't know why I said basically, we've got a fucking metal outfit in that gap, so it needs a trim off at the right fucking angle of the dangle, and the same at the bottom needs a bit of sculpting, although that would probably fucking TIG on there, not too shabby. It's just a little bit of a love grind. Some time later, we've got the first one tacked in. There we go, look. Sits quite nicely. I'm sure you'll agree. So I've got to try and match it up on the other fucking side, which is going to be the pain in the arse, to be fair. Ain't it? We'll get it. Oh yeah, we'll get it, don't worry. Okay. Much fettling, cutting and sanding later, we have number 2 on. Number 2's joined the party. Got a bit of weld on there. What I'll do, I didn't bother filming me fucking about, because you'd have just seen me sanding and filing and shit, and you know, where's the fun in that? But I'm well pleased, and I've got to say I'm really digging the look. So what I'll do, I'll get a little bit more weld on these in situ, and then get them over there and give them a TIG up, and then a quick clean up. So, okie fucking dokey. There they are. Sorry for the jerky camera. I can't. Answers on a postcard. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. There you go. So they're done. They're the stays done. Which is going to end this video from me. Let's get a screen grab for the thumbnail. It's not the end of the day for me though, because we have a black beastie lurking in the workshop, and that black beastie's got a poorly fucking wing mirror that's it's come off its fucking track. The thing inside's broken. There's a motor, 2 motors inside that do innie outie and uppy downy, and the innie outie one's fucking, the linkage is been kaput. So I'm going to chuck a new one of those on before I work on the red van, which will be tomorrow's endeavour. There you go. How cool is that? Like I say, I'll crack on with this in your absence, and I'll see you all again next week, hopefully. It just leaves me to thank you for watching, and say if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, and tap that notification bell. Check out all the bump in the description below for some great channels and content, and all of my merchandise and shit like that. And I'll catch you on the next one, yeah? Have a great one, everyone. Big love.